What up, y'all? It's your girl Shan. What's good? Welcome back to She Gets a podcast where I keep it all the way thorough. Okay, very honest, very blunt, very raw. No prophylactics here. Okay, I'm gonna give it to you straight. Today is episode 11. No lies. Today is episode 12, season 11. Right? It's Hump Day. We halfway through the week. Kudos to us. Yay! This topic is overdue. Okay. I've brushed across it with other people talking about other things, but I want to hit this shit head on. I want to talk about the fact that it's an us problem. Okay, not them, not because of history, not because of this. I'm talking about today, right now, what we are choosing to entertain, what we are choosing to spend our money on, what we are choosing to focus on. There are too many beautiful, hurt, bitter Black people, quote unquote, spewing hate about one another instead of uplifting each other in a balanced way. Meaning, I feel like there's more negativity when it comes to Black people today instead of positivity. Why? For many reasons. But I want to talk about what we can do right now, what we can do today, what we can do this week, what we can do this month, what we can introduce into our homes to do, to our friends, to our family. Like, why are women creating a whole room or a whole club on Clubhouse or on Twitter or on IG talking about women don't, or what women not doing, and how Black men don't deserve, and men today talking about how women ain't, and this is why I got this woman, and this is why I don't talk to this woman, and this is why, I can't stand this woman, but you came out of a Black woman. So what is that saying about your mother? What is that saying about your daughter? Right? What we don't deserve is always a headline in a topic, on a thread, in a room. Okay? How we can't, won't, and shouldn't be, and should be, and should settle for. It's always in our topics. You don't see white people talking about how white people don't deserve. You don't see Indian people talking about how another Indian person doesn't deserve and how they're just embarrassing to a whole culture. You don't see Hispanic people in a room talking about how they can't stand each other and the taco that was made last week was not right. You don't see none of that. But we always have at least 5 to 10 rooms about how Black people don't, and Black women ain't this, and Black men ain't that. And I'm tired of seeing it. It's embarrassing. It's like your child acting a fool in front of company, and they ain't never did that before. Like, I'm tired of seeing that shit. It's embarrassing. Yes, I kid, I joke sometimes, but this episode 12, oh, I'm coming for next. I'm picking out the most annoying gripes, and I'm going to talk about how men can correct it and how women can correct it. Not, picking up for the women. Yes, sis. Yes, sometimes. Yes, you ain't shit sometimes. Yes, sometimes. And y'all know it. And y'all know y'all being petty. Y'all know y'all being extra. Y'all know y'all came in the establishment loud as hell, rude as hell. Right? Men, yes, sometimes y'all be acting a fool. And then y'all want to be loud about the outcome and the treatment that you're getting after you acted a fool. Y'all know when y'all not acting right. Y'all know when y'all came in looking for an issue. Y'all know when y'all wanted the drama. Y'all know when y'all woke up in the morning and y'all chose violence. Y'all know. And y'all know who y'all are. And I'm about to get all up in y'all. No prophylactics after these messages. Holla. Your girl got merch. You already know where it's at. It's at www. That's 3 W's. Whoisshan.com. Okay. I got my books are on that website. That is my personal website. You got the feed for the show for So What Page You on Bid. She gets a podcast and Cozy One podcast. And if you go on the shops page, you will see all the shops. You will see Loudmouth Shop. Okay. You will see Cozy Womb Shop. You will see Who Is Shan Shop. You will see She Gets It Shop. And you will see Mama's Cozy Closet Shop. All right. So get some merch. All right. Because if it don't move, I move it. Because I like to move it. Okay. I'm not going to have no merch just sit. If it ain't moving, it's telling me that y'all don't want it. And I want to continually create something that y'all want. So back to the show, but don't say I never told you so. Boost. All right, y'all. So yes, I'm about to get all up in y'all. Say my name, say my name. It's your girl Shan, okay? And if y'all have a problem, at me, because I'm not saying nothing today but them facts, all right? So I separated this into my own chart. Men's gripes about women, women's gripes about men, and in the middle we have Shan's goddamn solutions, all right? So let's talk about the first one on here. Men. There's always a thread, a topic, a room, a clubhouse talking about women today don't submit to a man. Okay. Women combat that shit with show me a good man and I'll submit. This is my solution. Today, males are 53% into their true manhood, honest manhood. Nobody has to tell me what time it is, manhood. Okay. My mama's not calling here to check up on me and come do my laundry because I'm just choosing not to do it and she still babies me. My mom's not coming over here to cook because I don't want to cook for myself because she still babies me. None of that is going on. He's taking care of his mother. He's also taking care of himself and he's setting up his priorities. True manhood, right? And when a woman sees a man that's doing that without having to be told to do that automatically, and he sets aside time for a woman in his life, right? To grow with, to do things with, and he also can handle his business, she's automatically going to submit. There is no conversation needed. There's no bribing needed. There's no compromising needed. Women submit to men who are fully within their manhood. There's no conversation. She's automatically going to cook. She's automatically going to clean. She's automatically going to make sure she makes time. She's automatically going to make sure that he's good before she goes anywhere. Because the example and the actions that he shows her consistently shows her that that is a man. He's better than the rest. So yes, submission, that is not a question. Okay. So any man out here questioning why today's women don't submit, you're not 100% within your manhood. You're working up to it. Kudos for the progress, but you need to keep working on it. Because women, real women, good women, they don't have any problem making sure a man's good that they're with, that they're committed to, because they see it in their actions. Nothing needs to be said. Okay, so listen. Look, I think a lot of times males today are not 100% within their manhood and they're looking for a wife automatically off tops with 10 years of characteristics under her belt. And she has never been a wife. And he has never been a husband. But that's the type of woman he's looking for that's going to make him, all right, I'll be faithful to this one. Or all right, I'll come correct with this one. No, we need to be completely fair. You're learning me while I'm learning you. You're asking for needs in order to maintain XYZ relationship, and I'm telling you what my needs are, right? It's an equality standard all the way up this pyramid of purpose, focus for us, me and whatever man. And if there's something that I need that is a no for you, then you're just a complete no. Because women are not supposed to change their needs because a man says, oh, I'm not doing that. Men are not supposed to change their needs because a woman that they're pursuing says, I'm not doing that. If she's not doing that, guess what? It's 1,000 more women after she leaves. It's 1,000 and something more men after he leaves. Stop boxing yourself into this small box of, oh, I have to settle for him because he's the only one that came through this year or this month or in a long time. No. You're tired. You need to take a break. Then take a break. But you don't need to take a break within a relationship you don't want. All right. So my next gripe. Women will sit and talk about how, oh, men just lie, fuck, make babies, and leave. No, sis. No. The men or the males you're choosing show characteristics that they're not loyal, they can't commit, they don't prioritize, they don't know their life purpose. And you stay, for whatever reason you stay, you let him fuck raw. For whatever reason you let him fuck raw. You create a baby within your womb, which is a blessing. And you make a choice to go further within that pregnancy, which is your right to have that baby. And you don't pour into the relationship. He doesn't pour into the relationship. So he sees no value there. So yes, he leaves. Okay. It can't be 100% his fault, right? And then you have men's gripe, y'all, meaning women, complaining about too much. You don't believe in me. I don't feel appreciated. And this is facts. A lot of women get comfortable in a relationship with a man that they once really tried to impress, showed appreciation, showed gratitude to, and they stop doing those things, right? But what's at the forefront every time to that man is complaining, neediness. I want this, you don't do this, and you show no gratitude as to what he does do, what he still shows up in, how consistent he is, how prepared he is, the time that he spends, right? You don't speak on what he's doing good, that you love, that you adore, how handsome he is today. I know you worked a double shift and you still came home and you made dinner last night. I appreciated it. Sorry, I had a headache. Y'all don't do that. Not consistently. Not as much as you're supposed to. So I think men don't feel valued in the relationships that they're in, whatever those relationships are with certain women. And women, they look at the result and want to talk about what men don't do, not the process that got y'all to the result, right? So, Shan's solution in the middle is, it sounds like a bunch of kids not ready to adult who are individually broken, who are forcing relationships to happen. And that's what it looks like to me. Because women can be petty, men can be prideful and in their ego, and both of y'all know y'all wrong in a way, but y'all will never speak on where y'all wrong first. Y'all want to point fingers first. And to me, when you're in a relationship and you're focused on a good outcome, a positive outcome, you're not going to come to the discussion, the conversation with that pride and ego and that stubbornness first. You're going to come with a peaceful goal, your tone low, your hands to yourself, no disrespect needed, and you spent time to reflect on what has transpired and what your goal would be. And you're not talking over people. You're not yelling. You're not throwing things. You're not breaking things. You're not having a tantrum. And if you cannot do that to another person that you are in a relationship with, I don't care how long or how short, then you are not ready to be in a relationship. You still need to figure out how to talk to people as a human being. You still need to figure out how to work out your anger issues, because you have anger issues if you can't talk to another human being without putting your hands on them or spitting or throwing things, right? And it's a lot of accountability that's missing on men's parts and women's parts when this type of thing happens or these thoughts are happening. Stop biting your lip when you know things need to be said and addressed. Stop going to sleep with things on your mind when you know a discussion needs to be had. And stop letting people slide, being disrespectful to you throughout the relationship, and randomly one day end it and feel like you are in your right to end it. Because people need to know why people are not dealing with them anymore. Because if they don't, and usually they don't, and this is why so many people are repeatedly having shitty relationships, no one is corrected, no one is aware. When you leave a job or when you get fired, they give you like a overall reason for why you got fired, right? Terminated because of X, Y, and Z. All right, I know what I did. I know or around the idea of what I did. So I know what not to do next time. If we keep leaving relationships open and not closure, because not every relationship you need closure, the action is the closure, but just awareness of I'm tired of this example, and this example. I talked to you about this. You said you were going to do this. I saw no action happening. So now I'm leaving. That you can do something with. But what you can do nothing with is telling someone that you're in a relationship with, "Oh, I'm fine. There's nothing wrong." And you're boiling inside. Stop doing that shit. Have a conversation, learn how to talk to each other, and appropriately let people go if they are not for you. There's nothing wrong with breaking up with people or a relationship that once worked is not working and moving on without the drama. I think it's very childish and too-esque, tantrumish to be just out here acting sporadic, running over men with your car because you're mad they don't want you anymore, scratching up cars, showing up at his parents' house, or men even showing up to women's houses, yelling in their face, threatening them, threatening who they're in a relationship with because you're mad your relationship didn't work out. Seek help. That's not okay. It's not okay. And I'm not saying only quote unquote Black people do this in their relationships. Other cultures do this sometimes. But I feel like we have a lot of buildup of shit that we don't deal with, and we throw it on the person that we're in a relationship with all the time, and we shouldn't be doing that. Okay? My next gripe is coming up next after these messages. I know. Atlanta has a lot of perpetrators when it comes to what a Philly cheesesteak is. But y'all have to go to the right spot. And the right spot is Big Dave's Cheesesteaks, okay? He is top 10 of the sandwiches in the world you're supposed to have in your mouth, okay? And he is right here in the city of Atlanta, Georgia, all right? 2 locations right now. You have the downtown location, which is at 57 Forsyth Street, Northwest Atlanta, 30303. All right. Then you got your Doraville location, which is a little bit north at 6035 Peachtree Road, Atlanta, Georgia, 3360. Open 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. Monday through Sunday. If you have an event and you want to request Dave's food truck, he's there. Yes, he does catering. Derek had an opportunity to change his life and make moves. And as a West Philly native, what up? That 215, I'm paying my respect. Everything is good and he will not disappoint. Go to the shop and give your taste buds what they really want. Get Big Dave's cheesesteaks. Tell him Shan sent you from She Gets It. Peace. All right, y'all. The third gripe that I have. Get it together, y'all. Get it together. We gonna leave this episode, I promise you, on a positive note. But I gotta get at y'all next about the shit that y'all be doing because it is an us problem, okay? When men say all women do is spend money on hair, nails, clothes, and want men's money, right? And then women counteract that with men want us to look good all the time, have fat asses, mother their kids, but don't want to pay. This is Shan's solution. The media got both of y'all fooled, okay? Women, real women, natural bodies don't look like what y'all see on Instagram. Those women are paying thousands of dollars to go to a doctor for them to adjust some of that fat, take some of that fat out, and make things look how society and social media wants women's bodies to look. It's not real. Men are not getting surgeries on their bodies for other women as much as women are getting surgeries on their bodies to be envied by other women and wanted by other men. Okay? Stop it. Real people don't look like that. Women have stretch marks for either they got really big and stretched, but they still beautiful, or they got small from being big. Okay, men have stretch marks too. I ain't never was like, oh no, I can't talk to him. He got stretch marks. What? When y'all be get that muscle in y'all arms and y'all got stretch marks on your arms at the top part, okay, he working on that body. I like it. Like it'd be so many petty things that y'all just diss each other for that makes no sense. Women assume that men want women who get their hair done all the time, their nails is right all the time, their makeup is right all the time, and their bodies look like some type of weird doll with hella hips and boobs because that's what y'all gawk at. That's what y'all got all over your timeline. That's what y'all post. That's what y'all brag about. That's what y'all talk about. Nobody is bragging about how their girlfriend been going to school for the last 10 years and she about to be a doctor because she always wanted to be a doctor. Nobody is in songs bragging about that. Nobody is bragging about how their girl is or their wife is a teacher and they love it in music. That's not a brag. So you don't see those women being posted all over social media. You see women who are visually appealing, but mentally it could be completely missing. Right? They have no substance. They just look good. They make other people envy you because of how she looks, not who she is. If that's the girl you want, okay, it's going to be thousands of them back to back to back to back. Doctors getting paid, you leaving, another girl is coming in. 10 more girls is coming in. They scheduling these surgeries out. Listen, if that's what you want to chase it, but you're going to get tired. And then you're going to end up getting tired at a time where the women that were for you, that you were attracted to, that you should have been pouring into and building relationships with, they gonna be already moved on in their lives. And you probably gonna be that once was a snack ass man, fine, got the cars, got the house, got cute women to go on vacation with, got cute women to call and go on dates with, but that friendship, that bond, that true connection with the woman as your woman, you might struggle to find at an older age because you spent all the time with the wrong ones. And women do spend money because our shit just costs more because we're women. Yes, there's something called pink tax where we pay more for things because we're women and we need it, right? And women do spend money on hair because society tells women that that's what they need to have as hair. There are a lot of beautiful women with natural long hair, curly hair, wavy hair that cover it up with wigs that are bone straight, like white women and Indian women, because society pushes that more as like the standard, the thing, right? Shout out to all the women wearing their natural hair. That shit is a battle. I don't know how y'all do it. That's hella product and process and time that goes into having healthy natural hair, but kudos to you if you do it. I tried it. Wasn't for me. Yes, I got that crack in my hair. Okay, because my shit be thick and it's too hot. You know, I have a love-hate relationship with my hair. It's been short. It's been um, barber ready. It's been all the way down my back. It's been asymmetrical. It's been pixie. It's currently at my shoulders. Some days I want to bob, but then I remember back when I got a bob when I was in Harlem and how long it took my hair to grow back evenly on both sides. That was horrendous. Every haircut is the con of the growing back stage and knowing what the fuck to do with it. So women, y'all hair. Okay. Women's clothes are way cheaper than men's though. So we will always beat a man on clothes costs. So that's really not a thing. But men, if you want a woman that's always caked up in the face, hair done, nails done, got the freshest clothes, just know if you're in a relationship with her and she can afford those things before by herself, and you get in a relationship with her and you try to tell her to pipe down and she spends too much money and she shouldn't, wear this and she shouldn't have makeup all the time. Stop getting in relationships with women and you see who they are and how they present themselves and then guilt them into dumbing them, like not dumbing themselves down in the relationship, but not being their true selves. Like she likes to have her face caked up every day. That's what she's going to deal with. A bathroom full of makeup for hours. It's going to take her long to get ready. She likes to have her hair done. So you need to tell her where you're going to go hours before you need to go. Like all of that comes with women who like to present themselves a certain way. But if you get a woman and she doesn't really like a lot of makeup, she doesn't do her hair at the hairdresser every week, she doesn't need to get her nails done every week, she's not spending $100 to get her nails done every week, don't get in a relationship with that woman either and be like, oh, I want you to go get your nails done every week and I want you to go get your hair done. If that's not that sis's story, then it's not that her story. That's not the girl for you. Stop getting into relationships and trying to mold people into the people you want. No, meet them where they're at. And if you don't like what you meet when you meet them, then that is not your person. Too many people are finding people who are not who they want, and they're trying to mold them and switch them around like they Play-Doh. People are not Play-Doh. Okay? So, figure out what you want, what you need. But man, if y'all want a woman that's all dolled up all the time, just know she's going to expect you at some certain time within that relationship to come out of pocket. And if you're not at a status where you could come out of pocket for that woman to keep her upkeep like you like it, there's going to be another man that's cash apping her. There's going to be another man that's going to be for the lunch that you don't want to buy and the vacations that you don't want to buy. And you're going to look like a fool at the end of the relationship because she could get tired of you eventually. And that's going to be that. So make your decision on who you want in a relationship. Women, learn to love your bodies. And if you don't love your bodies, do the work. Take your ass to the gym, eat better, drink your water, smoke less, drink less, sis. Okay? Take care of your skin under that makeup. If you want to wear it all the time, cool, that's your story. Take care of your skin under that makeup. And learn to love yourself. Okay? Women can be skinny, big, chubby, average, short, tall, and y'all can all be beautiful because I see you. Y'all are beautiful, beautiful women. And I'm always complimenting women on being beautiful, not because her body's doctor ready and cut to precision, just because you're naturally beautiful. And I can see the confidence oozing out of your pictures, your videos, the way that you talk. Okay. Next gripe. Men, I want a wholesome woman as my wife, smart, takes care of home, and she loves my family. Women, men have us committed while they cheat and want us to stay. If we educated, we doing too much. This shit right here blows my mind. Men, if you want a woman that's wholesome, you need to also be wholesome. A wholesome woman does not want a husband that's a hoe. A wholesome woman does not want a boyfriend that's a hoe and is out here giving community peen like the hood ice cream man. Okay? That's what she doesn't want. A woman that's smart also needs a smart man to coexist with. Right? And a woman that's going to quote unquote take care of home would like a man, a leader, a partner to be able to establish a home that she can take care of. All right. And you want a woman that loves her family? Cool. You should. You should also love your family and respect your family enough to make sure no one on the outside disrupts or comes into your family space with that drama. All right. It works both ways. And men don't have you committed. You have you committed. A man can't make me commit to him unless I choose to, right? And men, you can't make a woman commit to you and be loyal unless she's already that. There's a lot of married men out here valuing their marriage sometimes, respecting their marriage sometimes, being committed sometimes, and that's not how it works. You have a very committed wife and you sometimes committed depending on what day of the week it is or what time it is or how bored you are. That's lopsided. And men been skating for years, for decades with that shit where they have kids all outside the household within their marriage or within their relationship. But if a woman does it, oh, best believe he is out of there like Foursquare. You're out. Okay? Women can be educated and also have a family and a husband and balance that time out. Will it be hard? Yes. Can it be done? Yes. So I need men to stop being afraid or resistant to having a woman, a wife that is educated. Because multiple streams of income is better than one. Two heads is better than one. Two parents with degrees in a household is better than one. Two parents who are focused, committed to each other, happy, and friends, and also parents who are parenting at a main goal and a similar focus is better than one. Pick your poison, okay? This is my solution. Pick your poison. Media again insinuates men love these hoes. Men post the hoe, but want the reserved woman for mental security that she won't leave me, she won't cheat, she won't do me dirty. And that's fucked up. That's fucked up. Okay? Women feel that they want to be educated so they can help equally bring in income into the household, help you set up, help you prioritize. And I feel like that's okay. I don't feel like a man is less of a man because he's married to a woman and he's the one that stays home with the kids and might do homeschool or might stay home with the baby because financially it makes sense. Financially, depending on where you live, you could be spewing out thousands of dollars for a daycare if both of you are married and y'all work outside the household. So financially, if y'all have a financial plan that requires y'all to save X, Y, and Z money and pay bills, and someone's salary can go ahead and keep the household steady, and someone can also create and bring in income while being at home with the child, do that. There's nothing, a man is not less of a man because he's home with the child that we have. Okay? Respect is respect. If I respect my husband, period. Not because of what job he works, not because of how much money he has, not because of what car he buys, because I respect him, because that's my husband. A lot of y'all got that fucked up. Next one. Men. Let me tell you why you ain't got a man. Let me tell you why you need a man. Women. I'm comfortable without a man right now. I'm not ready. Let me tell you this. Men, there's nothing wrong with you if you say you don't want a relationship. I don't feel like there's nothing wrong with a man if he says he doesn't want a relationship. He knows what the hell he wants and what he doesn't want. Women, there's nothing wrong with you if you don't want a relationship right now. If you don't want a relationship in your 20s, good. I don't recommend it. If you don't want a relationship in your 30s, fine. You know where you're at. You know what your needs are. You know what you're prioritizing in your life, right? That's a choice. But people need to listen to people more. If a woman says, I'm comfortable being single right now, I don't want a relationship, I don't want a man right now, listen to her. Stop trying to convince her. Stop sending her good morning texts, thinking that's going to lead to something. Stop begging her for a date. When women really want to go out with a man, he doesn't have to beg for a date. She's ready. She's been ready. She's sitting and she's waiting. She has her keys in her hand and her purse. Like, what? Men. Women don't always want a man around. That is an illusion. Okay. All women don't always want a man around. And if a woman says, I don't want a relationship right now, she's not saying she doesn't need a man. She's saying she doesn't want one right now. If a man says to a woman, I'm not interested in a relationship right now, I'm just dating, I'm just getting to know people, and I'm having a fun time, he said what the fuck he said. So if you're not okay just being cool and dating each other and also enjoying yourself and having a great time and you want something more, tell him that. And nicely and politely back the fuck off him so he can find someone who's on his level. It's very easy, and I feel like people just complicate shit. It is okay to work on yourself. It is okay not to want a relationship, and it is okay to date and just be friends. What y'all on? This isn't elementary. This isn't your friend's house. Y'all not playing house, but it's a lot of grown people out here in their 30s, their 40s, and their 50s playing house in a relationship that they don't want. And that's on Mary Had a Little Lamb. All right, y'all. I feel like I dug into y'all a bit. I'm gonna just give some advice for these last two. When men say, you know, I can't find no good woman or ain't no good black women around anymore. And women looking for someone to cater to their everything, to pay for their everything, to fund their lifestyle, and they really don't care about a man's character. I feel like black men and black women need to spend time and money with people who are aligned with their vision. That way you will never feel like anything was a waste. When you spend time with people who are aligned in your vision, you actually get something out of the time spent. So for men, stop going after women with bodies only and no brain, no income, and women who need your funding. And you know they're looking for your funding because how you approach them is, what's up, girl? You should call me. I got this. I drive this. I make this much money a year. I could change your life. Sir, you sound like a banker that's trying to look for someone that needs a loan. Okay? So, of course, if she entertains you, she's looking for you to pay for her to have this illusion of a lifestyle. Women, stop going for men so they can pamper you and your account is in the quote unquote yo ass need to be at work stage. If you can't do it for you, you shouldn't be asking another man to do it. If you can't buy what you want, you shouldn't be asking for another man to do it. And if that man can't come to you and be like, hey, I saw this car on the lot. Can you buy it for me Friday? But you could do it to him. You are not aligned with that man. That man is out of your bracket. You are not at the point in your life where you can equally balance out that man's needs and he can balance out yours, right? And so, unless that's the relationships you want, spend time and money on people aligned in your vision so you can focus. So you won't have any insecurities about where you stand in that relationship, if it's a relationship. Where you can feel like you have balanced footing in that person's life. For me personally, I don't want a man who can buy me the world and I can't buy him a pizza. I wouldn't even have myself in a relationship if I'm not financially comfortable and confident where I'm at. More people need to think about that when they out here pursuing, oh, I need a man. Oh, I'm trying to find me a man tonight. Oh, I'm trying to find me a girl tonight. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to find my wife tonight. Are you ready for a wife? Are you mentally, emotionally, financially prepared for what it means to have a wife? Probably not. Most men aren't. So y'all need to chill. Meet people where you at in life. All right? So y'all can gauge each other the right way. The next one, my next piece of advice. For men, Date women who have the same amount of time you have to give. Meaning, don't date women who have more idle time than you. Don't date women when you know you have active baby mama drama. Okay? A good gauge for when you're a parent and you're not in a relationship with the parent of your child is to gauge, do I have this relationship under control? This co-parenting relationship, is it under control? Is it healthy? Do I have consistent visitation for my child? Legally, do I have my finances set up for my child where they never go without, and there won't be any drama in that way of scheduling my dating and courting other women around this relationship? And I don't live with my child's mother. Listen, women and men, stop dating people while you're sharing a lease with the person you're co-parenting with and you're not in a relationship no more. Stop dating people and fucking people while you're still fucking your child's mother or your child's father. It's messy. It's a lot of emotions there. It's a lot of feelings there. It's random. It's like the spark of drama. Don't do it to yourself. Cut off that leash, that connection. Make the only connection be that child and the fact that both of you, as a mom and dad, want that child to be great in life. And if you're not at the point of being able to cut off that connection, stop seeking out other people and bringing them into that drama. It's not cute. Okay? Ugh. Women, date men who don't want more kids if you don't want more kids. And date men who are in the business of what they want to do for the rest of their life, or they're doing something that's connected to what they want to do for the rest of their life, and they have a retirement plan and they could actually tell you what age they would like to retire. Like when you talk to people in your 30s, especially, because your 20s are for figuring out what you like. Your 30s are for putting the things that you like into perspective of what you need and finding people who can meet those needs in your 30s. You're not entertaining people who are completely off the scale of where you want, right? Because anything can happen. You might get stuck with somebody you didn't want in the first place because you're just playing around when you shouldn't have, right? If you want to retire in your 40s and the person you talking to is still working at Wendy's and collecting a check and spending it before Sunday comes, then you're not dating somebody aligned in your purpose. You would want to date someone that's going to grow in a relationship that can also come with you on those trips that you want to take when you retire in your 40s. If you don't want any more kids, then you need to be talking to men who already have kids and don't want any more kids. So y'all on the same page, right? Y'all on the same path. Your careers and your lifestyles will intersect instead of have friction all the way as you grow. So when I say personally, I don't want any more kids, I'm saying whoever I talk to will have to already have kids and have no drama. Meaning, I would prefer their kids to be older than mine or around the same age, but at the same time have the same priority and boundaries when it comes to who they deal with. Like, I'm not dealing with no one with, oh, my kid's mother doesn't like you or she doesn't want you around, my kids. Are you a man? Is that relationship completely over? Did you set up your rights as a father? Do you have your own place? Do you work a consistent job? Do you know what your goals are as a father? Because once a father really has that set, there is no mother of no child that he may have that can say where you can and can't be with that man. There isn't. So when you talk to people, pay attention to what you're going for versus what you say you wanted. Because I think a lot of people like us have a tendency to talk about all the great things that look good on paper for a companion. But the person that you chasing, the person's phone that you blowing up, the person that you keep fucking, your little emergency fling thing that you be doing, they're nowhere near the person you say you wanted. And anything can happen when you're exchanging bodily fluids with another individual. Kids can happen. And you don't want to end up having kids with somebody you wasn't really trying to be with in the first place. You don't. People do it every day. I've had kids with people who I'm just like, yeah, long term, this is going nowhere. I have no plans for you long term, but we fucking. I have 2 kids with 2 males who, yeah, we will never be able to be in a growing, committed duo relationship because they just don't work for me, but we have kids together. Learn from my mistake. Like, no, it's not a mistake. It was a decision that was made on my part. Not thinking very forward. It was irresponsible and it was careless, and I made that decision. And I love my kids, but I'm not having no more. There's no man on this earth that could convince me to have another human being come out of my punani. It's not happening. Okay. I don't like being pregnant. I don't like carrying around human beings inside me. They feel like worms. I hate childbirth. Okay, I hate the process. It takes too long. It's nope. No, I'm not doing it no more. Like, I am closing up shop. And the person that I will be with will also be like, yeah, I got kids. I love them kids. I got them set up. This is what I want for my kids. Oh, you too? Yeah, me too. I like that. Sounds like a great idea. By the time they this age, I'll be here and I want to be able to do this and I want them to have this and their education's going to be this and I have plans with them to do this and we consistently see each other, such and such. I have a great relationship with you too. Me too. But I want to retire at such and such and I want to take trips with the person I'm with and I don't want to have to take my kids with me. Exactly. We mesh. We are here. We have an understanding. Like, go for the people who are aligned in the things that you want and stop playing with people. Okay? We play too much because we feel like we have all the time in the world. And the reality is we don't. Because most of us are not eating right. We're not treating ourselves good. We're not healthy. We're not in the best environments. We really don't have great friends. We have associates that probably stab you in the back. You deal with drama. You watch drama. You listen to drama. And all of those things that I talked about are not things that are going to keep you living and vibrant in life. They are things that bring you down, that keep you in stagnant situations and around people you don't need to be around. So, and I ask, what do you want? I said that this is an us problem because it's going to take us to choose better people. It's going to take us to take care of our families better. It's going to take us to learn how to talk to people, to go to therapy if we need it. It's going to take us to be the change we want to see. It's going to take us to talk to our Black men better. It's going to take us to talk to our women better, treat them better, have better relationships with our kids and not just say, oh, I pay my child support. It's going to take us to have better communication with each other so the world can see that Black people love other Black people. We're not drama filled. We're not going to come in and disrespect your establishment. We know how to act. We have manners. We can conduct business. We can be professional. Right? We can show that, and it's going to take us to show people that the way that we are depicted on television and social media and in cartoons is incorrect. When we go for acting gigs and roles, we don't always want to be the thug. We don't always want to be the crackhead. We don't always want to be the Aunt Mama. We don't always want to be the baby mama. We don't always want to be the auntie that chose to go to school and have a career and doesn't have kids and doesn't have a man. And it's another example of why Black women stuck on TV. We don't want to always have to pick those roles. And what it's going to take is a bunch of us to have the confidence and the vision to know that we deserve better roles and more options, just like other ethnicities. We don't always have to be on the shade room talking about each other and pointing out the negativity in celebrities' relationships. That's none of our business. We don't have to keep pushing lies about people minding their business on Twitter, on IG, on our podcast, if you podcast. We don't always have to have a show based on the newest celebrity drama. That's boring. Be better. And if you're going to make a room on Clubhouse, make it something fresh. Stop talking about Black people and what we don't do and why we ain't shit. And, stop talking about Black men, because you probably came out of a Black man. He probably ski-skiing your mama, who is also Black. And you need to recognize that you're talking about yourself. What you say, how you treat people is a reflection of yourself. I'm tired of seeing these rooms. I'm tired of seeing these threads. I'm tired of seeing these posts. Black people are not the only ignorant people on earth. There are other cultures who are also equally or even worse that are ignorant. Black people are not the poorest people on earth. There are other cultures of people and ethnicities that are poor. Black people are not the only people who are disrespectful in establishments. Other ethnicities are. Black people are not the only people on earth that always steal. We don't always steal. I will go out my way to show people that I am paying for something. I will not be on my phone in a store just so nobody gets the assumption that I'm doing something that I'm not. And I shouldn't have to do that, but I do that because I know people already have this preconceived notion of what I'm going to do because of the color of my skin. We get enough hate from the world that it does not need to come from other melanated people. We're helping them disrespect us. We're helping them lowball us. We're helping them push this story that we are not worth it, we don't deserve it. And see, they say it about themselves. They know they don't deserve it. They know they're not shit. Stop it. It is an us problem. It's not a them problem no more because we know better. Do better. My name is Shan. This is another one. She Gets a Podcast. Happy Wednesday. Hump day. We in there. I hope this hit somebody where it need to hit them. I hope people, smarten up and stand up and be aware and be better. Come better. Be smarter. Spend their money better. Change your outlook on relationships. Look at yourself. What did you consistently do for the past 5 relationships that you had? What do you need to change? If you need to take a break and not be with anybody, take that break. Figure out what you like. Figure out what you don't like. Figure out what you're not dealing with, you don't want. so you could be better for the person you're supposed to be with. And a lot of us, and when I say us, I'm talking about human beings. I feel like some people are just not supposed to be with anybody. I do. You know how some people say, "Oh, I'm not supposed to have kids. I've never wanted them. I never had an urge." Mhm. Some people are not supposed to be in relationships. They're just supposed to date, have a great time, enjoy their life, and work. I feel that. I feel like that's a thing. Am I one of those people? No. No. I feel like, I would like a relationship. Is it going to be odd? Hell yeah. It's going to be very non-traditional, but that person's going to understand me for me. And I'm going to understand them for them, and it's going to work. And I'm already fuck everybody, this shit works for me type of person. So I'm halfway there. You know what I'm saying? So just choose your people wisely. Stop hating us in music. Stop hating us on social media. Stop hating us on Clubhouse. Stop hating us on Twitter. Stop posting the goddamn negativity before you post the positivity. There's a website that's solely committed to pushing good Black people news. Google it. The fact that we have to have a website for that, because the media is always quick to post when someone that's Black did something negative. So over it. Stop helping these people downgrade us. Be better. It's an us problem, but we can make it an us solution. Peace. And so I'm joking. I'm not gonna do it, but